guys, welcome back. Okay, so yes, today we are jumping right in. I'm starting off with my base today, and for my primer, I'm using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. I haven't used this stuff in ages, you guys. Cannot even remember the last time I've used it, but I decided I wanted to go ahead and use this today, and it's very silky smooth. I don't feel like it does anything remarkable as far as being super moisturizing or causing a lot of blur, but it's a decent primer, I guess. So I am going in with some of my Catrice True Skin Concealer today, although I'm trying out this Fenty foundation. And usually when I try out a new foundation, I don't like to go in and kind of cover up my hyperpigmentation just to see the coverage of the foundation. I really didn't feel like dealing with that today. I got some things to do, and I just wanted to go ahead and do my regular routine when using any foundation, really. I always go in and cover up my dark circles as well as the hyperpigmentation around my mouth prior to going in with my foundation. So today we're doing the usual. So this is what my skin is looking like prior to the foundation application. Just wanted you guys to see that. So this is the new foundation I'm trying out. It's the Soft Lit Foundation by Fenty Beauty, and I got the shade 425, which I feel like is a really good shade for me. And I'm also trying out some new brushes that I picked up, you guys, during, some of the Black Friday sales. I went ahead and grabbed some of the Nikki LaRose brushes, and I must say I do like them a lot. I really do. This is the one that she uses for foundation as well as powder. That's why it's like a double-sided brush. You'll see one side is light and one side is dark. So I'm just using the side to apply my foundation. And what I will say about this brush, I really like the size of it. It's not too big and it's not too small. It's like the perfect size for applying foundation. It's soft, but it's not too soft to where it doesn't, blend the foundation across your skin, if that makes any sense. It's like the perfect amount of softness and firm. Very, very comfortable to use. Nice size, like I said, and so far I'm really enjoying using this brush. So yeah, I just decided during this Black Friday, all of these sales and stuff, to go ahead and try out some more expensive brushes just to really see, is there a difference? Is there not? Because y'all know I'll buy some brushes from Amazon in a hot second and call it a day. So I will say that I do love these brushes. She has like very unique sizes and shapes and very specific uses for her brushes. They're multi-use, but what they're specifically designed for, she did a really great job designing these brushes. So I'm talking about the brushes and I'm trying out the foundation. So this is what it looks like, you guys. I like it. I really do. I'm doing this voiceover much later in the evening, and this foundation held up all day. I will say that. So I'm going in now with some of my Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. I like this concealer. Nice consistency, nice and creamy. It doesn't dry down super fast. That's really huge for me. I don't like concealers that dry down super fast. So as you can see, I picked up some more BK brushes, BK Beauty brushes. This is one of the Angie Hot and Flashy brushes, which is amazing for blending out under eye concealer. I got it specifically for this use, and I must say, just the shape of it and how it fits in those crevices and spaces, under the eye and on the side of the nose, and just how the bristles actually work on my face. I really enjoyed it. I really like it. So, so far so good with these expensive brushes, okay? But yeah, just going in, blending the rest of that out. But yeah, the foundation, I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. We'll see, because It takes a few times for me to try foundations out, sometimes with different primers, different, moisturizers, different concealers and powders, but today it worked out pretty nicely. So I'm just going back in with what's left over on my foundation brush and blending out the edges of that concealer. Now I wanted to try out this pink powder, you guys. This is the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake Powder. Now this packaging is kind of way out. It's neat and it's very trendy, I guess. But it took me a hot minute to figure this thing out, okay? You see how the top opens? Like you flip up the flap, you open the top, it has a little puffer in there, and you see where the powder comes out. Now I'm just using this little, I guess it's like a coaster, a cup coaster, but it's a really, really pretty marble one. And just applying some of that pink powder and going in with my Nikki LaRose 14 brush. Look at the shape of that, perfect for this. And I'm just picking up some of that powder and I'm going to apply this. Now, y'all, I was really, really concerned, like, how is this pink powder gonna look on my face once I apply it, and hopefully it doesn't, mess up today's makeup look. I was so pleasantly surprised at how this powder set my concealer, as well as just the fact that it being pink, I don't know if that made a difference at all, but for me, I didn't see any type of difference, pink hue or anything like that. I actually really, really love how it looks on my skin tone. I love how it set my concealed areas. I love the shade of it because it's like it just melted into my skin. It gave me such a nice airbrushed appearance. I really, really loved it. I was very surprised when I finished powdering up those highlighted areas, those concealed areas, and saw that it really didn't show up pink. It really just looked like airbrushed setting powder. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna end up getting the big one of this. I know I am, because I'm about to use the heck out of this stuff. I'm very, very surprised because I really enjoy using, like, the caramel color powders and the more kind of, just warm tone powders for setting the highlighted areas of my face. But this cherry blossom, it's like, this looks like it's the perfect shade for me. I wouldn't even know it was pink. If somebody didn't tell me it was pink, I wouldn't know that it was pink. So I love it. And I feel like this powder is very, very, what do you call it? Like blurring, like filter. It gives you that filtered vibe. So for the rest of my face, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Air Brush Flawless Finish. I can't talk tonight, you guys. And I'm using one of my Sonia Kashuk brushes. I'm tired. It's late. I'm tired. Forgive me. But yeah, this is one of my Sonia Kashuk powder brushes. Like this brush set, I believe I got it from Target like years ago. Very, very nice brushes. I love Sonia Kashuk brushes, and this is one of my favorite powder brushes. So just going in and powdering up my face with that. Now for bronzer today, I'm risking it all with this NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. This shade is super dark. And I wanted to kind of truly get a nice bronze all over my face. So I'm using a larger brush. This is one of my Moda brushes that I'm sure I've probably gotten a BoxyCharm or something. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that my face was nicely bronzed today. I was just in one of those moods. And as you can see, that bronzer is kicking in. Okay, it's kicking in. So, I do go back in and just kind of tone it down a bit with my powder brush. So for blush, going in with this Fenty Beauty blush. This is Summertime Wine. Now her blushes are very, very pigmented, so I decided to go in with a small dual fiber brush so I can have more control over the placement and the amount that I'm applying to my cheeks, because yeah, these blushes are very pigmented and it can go south real quick. So I'm just taking my time, applying it right there on the apples of my cheeks and just making sure I'm not doing too much today. Now to set all this powder in place, I wanted to just kind of go in with some of my Mario Badescu spray, you know, just to kind of add some hydration to my face. Now Sephora has these highlighters. They're really, really gorgeous, and I wanted to try one out. This is a bronze one, and I'm going in with one of my little brushes I got from Amazon, okay? I thought this would be a nice size so that I can keep that highlight right where I want it to be. And as you can see, this highlighter is not playing today. Not playing at all. Very, very pretty. And I feel like that brush was like the perfect size for this highlighter. Very cute little packaging and very pigmented, as you could see. I enjoyed using it quite a bit. Now, y'all, I went in with this Fenty Beauty, you know, her like limited edition lip gloss and my Ellery lip liner from ColourPop. Please tell me why I forgot to hit record when I was putting on my lip liner. But y'all can see this lip gloss. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. I'm going pretty bold with the lips today. I don't know, just one of those days where I actually wanted to see my makeup, okay? The bronzer, the blush, the lip gloss, the lip liner. I just wanted to see everything. So I'm going in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Sugar palette today. Very, very cute little palette. Nice, what is it, like neutral shades, couple of cool tones. I don't know, I would say that this palette actually is basically cool tone. I mean, the burgundy shade, I guess, might be a little warm, but honestly, I feel like this is a cool tone palette. Even the tones of the shimmers, the lighter shades, the darker shades, it's just giving me cool. And maybe that's why I like it so much, because, you know, I'm really loving cool tone shadows right now. But this palette is swatched very nicely pigmented. The shimmers are really, really pretty. I would say that the shimmers feel like they have a little more texture than normal. You know, as you can see, they can get a little bit chunky if you pick up too much. But these mattes, nicely pigmented, silky soft, absolutely gorgeous. And you'll see as I apply them to my lid, you know, how nicely they blend and easily they apply, quite honestly. So before we get started, I'm going in with some of my Morphe eyeshadow primer. That's what it looks like. It's a light shade, but it's a very kind of thin cream. So when you apply it and spread it out, it doesn't look super opaque. It's not super thick or anything like that. Just a very nice base for eyeshadow, I find. I like it a lot. And yes, I'm going in with the Refer brushes. I did go ahead and grab the 10 piece that they have on sale right now, the eye brushes. It's like 10 pieces for $100. So they're not cheap, but I decided to try them out today. So the first shade I'm going into is that taupey shade. It's like kind of a really light mauve-y, taupey type vibe. And I'm just applying that all over my crease and dragging it up towards my brow bone. Just kind of, you know, using this as my transition and just kind of seeing what this shadow is going to do. Now these brushes, let me tell you something about these Refer brushes. I'm like, yo, I should have tried these brushes a long time ago. Now, you guys know I am the discount, you know, budget brush queen. I will buy a set of brushes from Amazon. You know, I have my Morphe brushes, I have ABH cosmetic brushes, all of the affordable brushes that you can buy, honey. I've probably tried them, and I'm like, a brush, you know, it's like, yeah, there's certain brushes that are nicer than others, but let me tell you something, these brushes, it's a whole different experience. A whole different experience, you guys. And I'm not even playing. It's like I got about 1 million brushes in my, you know, collection, but I can definitely see myself reaching for these brushes over and over and over again. And these brushes alone, aside from other favorites that I have to use, you know, in other areas on my face and things like that, these brushes, I mean, I don't know if it was the shadows, if it was the brushes, but this is one of the easiest, nicest, most smooth looking eyeshadow looks that I've done in a while. I mean, it was so easy to blend. The shadows just showed up nice and pigmented. The brushes, it's like they're the perfect amount of soft and firm at the same time. They're just soft enough to apply the eyeshadow and just firm enough to blend it out. I'm telling you, I do not regret this purchase at all. As a matter of fact, I purchased some more, so I'm waiting for those to come in the mail. That's how much I love these Rephr brushes, y'all. They made it so easy, so easy. So yeah, I'll be reaching for these quite a bit. Look at this. Look at that eyeshadow, you guys. Just blending beautifully. So it's time to go in with these shimmers, and I'm using the 02 Rephr. And I decided to go ahead and spray them because I wanted to see, you know, how they applied when I sprayed them a little bit, because I knew it was going to be fallout because they are a little bit more chunky, as I said. Not super chunky, but you know, it's like all of that shiny pigment in there, you know, it does create a little bit of fallout. So I would advise you to do your eyes first or spray your brush, and you're still going to get a little bit of fallout from these shadows. So, you know, because I did have to brush some off of my cheeks. No biggie, no biggie. So I went in with a little bit on my finger also because I wanted to just see if that would smooth it out a little bit more, which it did. It definitely did, and it definitely amped up the brightness when I added that little bit from my fingertips. So gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Really, really pretty. Now I'm just going in, adding a little bit more of that burgundy shade and just kind of blending out the edge of that shimmer so it looks nice and seamless. Now I'm going in with that pretty pink shimmer and just placing that on the inner portion of my lid. As you can see, once again, went in with the same brush. I just cleaned it off and flipped it over and just kind of blending that pink shade in with that first blue shade. Gorgeous shimmers. It's like you guys can't really see how pretty the sparkle is in these shimmers. I'll try and show you guys a little bit closer when I'm done, but the sparkle in these shimmers is so pretty. Really, really gorgeous. Now I found this Milani Metallic Lights eyeliner pencil when I was digging through some of my drawers, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty. It's like a midnight blue. It doesn't match at all, but I just wanted to use it. So that's what I'm applying on my lower lash line. And I want to go ahead and put on some of these lashes. So I'm just going to attach them and be right back. So here we are with the lashes attached. And now we're going to go into that inner corner. So I'm using the 03 Rephr brush and just tapping some of that shimmer, that silver color in that inner corner. I did spray my brush. I went in initially without spraying it, but eventually I did spray it because I was getting a lot of shimmer fallout on my face. But this shade, very, very pretty, as you can see, very bright, very holiday appropriate for this time of year. And I'm going in now with some of my Sephora mascara. I like this mascara. I don't feel like it's anything really to write home about, but I like it. I will say that I do like it. The applicator's a little chunky for my lower lashes, but it's still a nice mascara. So this is what the eyeshadow looks like close up. I just wanted you guys to kind of see that twinkle twinkle on the lid and in the inner corner. Really pretty. It's very, very pretty in person. Now I did pick up some of this Tear fixing spray, and this is the spray where, you know, you put this on and your makeup just stays put all day. It's for that long lasting, you know, real setting spray. So decided to go ahead and use this today. Trying it out for the first time. I do like the sprayer. Sprayer is very nice soft mist. And I feel like it definitely held my makeup in place today for sure. It still looks really good. So this is the look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me while I created it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Toodles!